ocean. I'm in the sunshine state of mind. I want this feeling forever. You are the summer of my life.
Hey Leo,
I'm bigger than the
what's up?
ocean.
Sorry I'm late for September, but hey, you're still getting it in the first week, so you guys can be plenty prepared for whatever the hell is gonna go on in September with this fucking Saturn, these squares with Mars, with this goddamn Mercury retrograde, guys. Sorry for the language. Sorry, not sorry. But with the Mercury retrograde, and I always, usually I say everybody's always in this frenzy about Mercury retrograde, and we know communications and vehicles and things are going to go haywire and go down. And usually Mercury retrograde isn't terrible on me. It retrogrades in my birth chart. Either in Cancer or Virgo. I want to say it's in Cancer. So I think Mercury is in the same sign as my sun. But anyway, it's retrograde in my birth chart, and usually like things kind of happen, but it's never really too bad. This Mercury retrograde, not like really, really bad stuff, but it is super freaking annoying. And I think it's annoying because, now is not a good time to sign new contracts, switch things and things like that. And I switched cell phone services for a family member who does business, was doing business, so I switched it, and it's just been the worst move like I've ever made. And I'm not even a big cell phone person, on talk on the cell a lot, but it's terrible. And not only that, but I have like the lowest gigabyte iPhone. Like I said, I'm not a phone person, so that really doesn't hinder me, or except when I take pictures and stuff, but then you just move the stuff to your computer or something like that. And so I don't have a lot of memory. I've never had a lot of memory. I mean, this has been for years, and it's never been a problem. You just really can't do more until you delete. But all of a sudden, this one time, my phone is like deleting shit on its own. I had some very important notes. I mean, notes I had compiled over months. Went into a note to make a change. My storage is full. It just deleted the whole freaking note. And it did this to like several things. That's never happened. My storage has always been full, but my phone has never on its own, like it's a human, started deleting my shit. Car battery died. Had been low for a while, but finally conked out during the Mercury retrograde shadow period, right before Mercury turned retrograde, went retrograde. So guys, it's just been a little crazy. So I'm just gonna get you guys readings out so I can like not do anymore doing this retrograde energy, because this kind of affected me a little bit. And I think it's because of the combination of things that are going on, and maybe some moves I made that really probably weren't the best moves during the Mercury retrograde. So Leo, before we jump into your reading, just a vibe I got for you guys. I'm sitting here shuffling cards. I'm about to lay them down. We're going to do the same format, 4 cards. One from the first card is going to be from the bottom of the deck for the overall energy coming into September. The other 3 cards are for the consecutive weeks, and then I'm going to do a tarot oracle card for the heart. After this month, I'm not going to keep explaining the spread. We're just going to jump into it. You guys get the point by now if you've been watching the videos. If you don't, you can always go back to a previous video. But the thing before I lay the cards for Leo is keep it clean. Don't be messy. If that means something to you, great. If it doesn't, talking to somebody else. Not necessarily talking to you. These are general readings. If you want something specific, hit up my email. It's in the description. It's in the description box below. Or hit up any reader of your choice that you're comfortable with. So keep it clean. Don't be messy. Don't make messes. Be careful what you do, because you're going to have to clean up, Leo. So whatever's going on right now, Leo, just keep it clean. Keep it classy. Don't be messy. I'm cutting the cards, and we just going to go ahead and do this. These are mini, like 10-minute readings, guys. So, they're not going to be super long, and I'm trying to get these done. So, Leo, the first card, there was a card that fell out as I cut them, turned into to the floor, face up. So we're going to take that as your overall energy going into September, and you got the Fool, which is a good energy to have. The next energy is the 5 of Wands. Keep it clean. Don't be messy, Leo. Next energy is the High Priestess. And then the last card is going to be the 6 of Wands for September as you go out into October. And Leo, this is not a bad spread. It's good. I don't want to say I had any anticipations of what your spread was going to look like, but I'm glad to see the ending. I don't think I kind of saw it ending this way, but I definitely definitely saw and can see what's going on with you this month, and it makes a lot of sense for Leo. So Leo, you're coming into September, you're getting through the summer feeling like the fool. I mean, you want to set some things straight, you want to probably make some amends. I mean, I have Leos in my personal life, so I know some of the things Leos are going through, and you guys just want to go off into this new path. You're getting a new sense of self, and you really want to go out, show that self, be that self, and just go off on this newfound journey, this newfound spirit, to these newfound heights. As you do that, Leo, just be careful. You know, the fool, sometimes you just kind of do things, you set out on your own way, especially with Leos. You guys are very courageous leaders. You know, you're the lion that leads the pack. So you guys can do things and make moves, but, you know, take other people into consideration. As you can see, the fool is just in his own world. He's not even necessarily paying his little spirit guide, the dog, any mind. So it's not necessarily having a lot of regard for cautious thought, or a lot of regard to look before you leap, or to think before you leap. So it's a great card to have. It's a great energy to have, Leo, but just be mindful to not be a complete fool. Use the positive energies of the fool and not the negative energies of the fool. So as you go off on this path of happiness, enlightenment, and just expressing who you are to the world, being you, and get into a new cycle, a new place that you've worked to get through to, Leo, just consider how that comes off, and consider other people, and in your be the fool, have the spirit of the fool, but do not be foolish. Because as you can see, when you come to the Five of Wands, it may cause just some small bickering, some small quarrels. Maybe you got some small bickering and quarrels over kids, with kids, and just with other people in your life. And it's not things that are a major deal. It's not going to kill you. It's not really going to hurt you. It's petty shit that you can get past. But Leo, like I was saying with the fool, just account for your part in these things. Account for the role. I know you work through to get to a new place. You're going to new heights, Leo. But the past, there's nothing that can just erase the past. And when I talk about the past, that brings us to the High Priestess card, the number 2. Secrets, hidden knowledge, a higher being, knowing things. And this could be you with the duality of the 2. Leo, this could be you. It could be energies you're dealing with. But there's a part of the unknown that may be leading to these small quarrels, these small bickering, and this Fool card. There's some unknown information in the ethers. There's something unknown. There's someone holding something in, or either you're holding something in that you want to talk about and you want to express. But you got to get past the point of this egotism that's in the Five of Wands. You know what I mean? A lot of times we want to talk things out, we want to communicate and work things out, but the ego is in the way, secrets, hidden information. So get through some of that Fool energy and some of those antagonistic actions that may be coming from others, even ways you may see yourself acting or being. Get through a little bit of that, and then I think when you get to the High Priestess, some of these things that are more so not being said, they will come out, and there will be a release, and there will be a revealing, Leo, to kind of bring you that satisfaction that you need, that's going to lead to a victory with the Six of Wands. So that Five of Wands, that small bickering, that petty stuff, it is going to turn into a victory. It is going to be worked out. It's not going to be anything too serious. And it's not going to be anything that you won't conquer and move on, Leo. So I see your energy. The Wands represent the fire signs, the Leos, the Aries, and the Sagittariuses. So you guys are getting through some of the bullshit this month and clearing up some of these things, bringing some hidden things out into the light to make your load even lighter. So Leo, if you had things to communicate, or things to be communicated to you, it's gonna happen. So just be mindful. Keep your good spirit. Keep the spirit of the Fool, but still keep 10 toes down. Keep 10 toes to the ground and work your way through some of the small petty things that are gonna happen into September. And you are going to be victorious with moving and really getting into this next cycle that you're in. And while also learning and growing more, Leo, and going to higher heights. So, I hope that spoke to you, Leos out there, and I hope that means something to you guys. So next I'm going to take an oracle card just to give you guys some energy. And let me go ahead and just cut the oracle deck, and then we'll see what came out for you guys. So on the oracle deck, Oh, you guys have observed. That's funny. That came out for Taurus yesterday, I believe. So what's really going on, and like I talked about with the Fool, keeping 10 toes down, keeping the energy of the Fool with the High Priestess, really having that inner knowledge, that information, some secrets, some hidden things that either you or someone else, there's the energy of knowing. It could be both, because it's a card of duality, it's a card of twos, of balances and of decisions. So it's a time to really, like I said, you want to keep that energy of the Fool, but be observant, pay attention to what's going on around you. Don't have the, let the egotism go, and then you can get through this cycle and get to where you want to be, Leo, and clear up some of these things, just these small quarrels or these small issues that just may be nicking at you, things that just don't sit right. Now is just a time to observe. Like I said, you have to let the egotism kind of pass by, or you can't have good communications. And I'm not saying this is necessarily just yours. I'm saying just the situations that you're involved in, period. This may be what's existing, because I feel like, Leo, there's still some things to be worked out. You're still trying to have a clearing in the energies to get to that victory. So maybe not so much action. It's a little bit of being still, a little bit of being a free spirit, and a little bit of action. So you just want to make sure with that energy of the Fool that you still have 10 toes to the ground. You're still looking at what's going on around you. And that is what I was talking about when I first talked about the Fool, before we even got the Observe card. The Fool does not look like he's observing. If you rewind back and you hear what I said, he is not looking down. He isn't even paying his spirit guide that's with him any attention. And I asked you to keep the spirit of the Fool, but still pay attention to what's going on around you, Leo. So this is a month to observe. You guys are fire signs are very action oriented. You take the lead, you take the reins, and you take control. But maybe this isn't a time necessarily for you to be in control. You can be in control of you, but never of anybody else. So keep your full energy, but pay attention to what's going on with other people, so that you can understand things that may not be being said by you or someone else, so that you can really have an understanding to clear things out once and for all, because you don't want to keep revisiting the issues, keep revisiting the lessons, and then you can get to this place of a bigger victory coming with the Six of Wands. At least, and that's not, you won the war, you're this great, you just had this huge landslide of a victory. It's winning. It's being victorious in that moment. It's being victorious with that current cycle, with the current things that are going on, Leo, making it over the hurdles, making it over the challenges to go on. 6 isn't a higher number, but it is stability. It is a marking an improvement, a small win. It is marking a victory. So guys, have a wonderful month. Love you guys. Have a great, great, great September. I hope we're in Mercury retrograde just about all month. So I hope you guys make it through unscathed, and you have an awesome September as we get to the end of 2016 and look forward to 2017. Love you guys. Thanks for checking me out. Deuces.